Whenever you click on a black screen of AutoCAD to draw anything, you mark a point. That is called placement of a point. AutoCAD allows you to define the placement of a point using two different coordinate systems. What are they? Cartesian, that is rectangular coordinate system. What is that? X distance and Y distances are used. Rectangular coordinates are typically used when you know the grid position. And what's the grid? It's actually x-axis and y-axis. Locations are also measured along x-axis horizontally and y-axis vertically. This is a grid and this is origin. Origin means where x and y values are 0, 0. If you go towards right hand side, you get positive values of x coordinates, and if you go on left hand side from the origin, you will get negative of x values. Similarly, if you go from origin to upward, you will get positive y values, and from origin to downward vertically, you will be getting negative y coordinates. Let's say we have this point whose x value is 2 and y value is 3. Now let's learn how to locate this point. First, I have to count 2 units on x-axis towards right hand side because it is positive 2. And then I have to move along y-axis. How many units? 3. So this is 1, 2, 3. And this is y is equal to 3. So this is how I got this point. X coordinates are 2 units and y coordinates are 3 units. So this is how we get this point. The other system is polar coordinate system. What is that? This system uses distance between 2 points, length or magnitude, and the angle, which is direction or vector. Polar coordinates are typically used when you know the exact angle between 2 points along with the distance. See here, this is 0 degree angle. Over here, this is 90, this is 180, 270, and this is 360, or again 0 degrees. So this is how you locate the angle of any length. Locations are measured as a distance and angle in degrees within 360 degrees in all. Please remember, there are two kinds of coordinates. Absolute coordinates, they are measured from the origin or 0, 0 point. And other coordinates are relative coordinates. They are measured from the last defined point. Now let's make it more clear with the example. Let's learn 6th method used to specify the locations of points. This is an example over here. You see a grid. We have to draw a line from C point to D point. So first method is interactive method. In this method, we click points on the screen with the cursor. This method is least accurate unless we are using snap tool. In this method, what we are going to do is to draw a line from C to D, we will turn on snapping tool and we will set our grid to 1. Let's practice this in AutoCAD. In AutoCAD, what I need to do first is I will go in the View tab, and in the Coordinate panel, I will click this one over here, and I will make my UCS icon as origin. Click here. This icon is an origin. Other thing I need to do is I will turn on this grid. This is on. Then I need to turn on this snapping grid so that the cursor will stick with the grid points. So I will turn this on. And also what I need to do is I will make some snap setting. I will make some grid spacing setting. So the grid got X spacing 0.5, but I will make it 1. Also, when I click here, it will automatically becomes 1. And this is major line. I will make this 1, and for the snapping I will make this 1, and this becomes automatically 1. I will hit OK. Now you see this is our grid, and I got some lines. I'm zooming in. Now I will execute a line command because I need to draw a line from C to D. So I will execute this command, and then I will move from origin to left hand direction. So this is 0, 1. Cursor is snapping to 1 square automatically. So this is 1, 2, 3. So this is our point. So I will just click here. See, you see now I got this rubber band, but with the magnetic effect. So at each crossing it snaps. This is a C point. We got C point. Now I need to mark D point. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. I will just click here and I will hit spacebar to get rid of this line command. So this is -3 x-axis and 0 y at this point, and this is C point. Another point is D. The coordinate of D point are -3x and 4y. So that was the first method. Second method is absolute Cartesian coordinate method. We will give point values relative to origin. So for the C point we will give values -3 and 0, and then -3 and 4 for D point. Because this is absolute Cartesian coordinates, so they are relative to origin. Let's see in the AutoCAD. First, I will initiate line command, and I will give absolute coordinates, which are -3 for x-axis, and then comma 0 for y-axis. That's how we are going to locate our C point. I will hit spacebar and then give -3 for x-axis, -3, comma, and 4, and I will hit spacebar to get rid of this command. So this is how I got this line from C to D by entering absolute coordinate values. Let's see third method. In third method, relative Cartesian coordinate, we will give point values relative to previous point. To make the same line from C to D, we will first give coordinate of C point -3 and 0, and then with this sign we will give these value x0 and y4. So this is relative to previous point. Let's see in AutoCAD. Okay, first of all we will execute line command, and first point we have to specify, which is -3, comma 0 and spacebar. So again we got C point. For the second point, which is D, and this is a relative Cartesian method, I will give value with this sign, then 0, comma 4. I will hit spacebar. Here you go. I will hit spacebar again to get rid of this command. So this is C point and this is D. You saw with the relative coordinate system how we made the same line. Let's learn fourth method. And what is that? This is relative polar coordinate method. In this method, we are going to give a location of a point relative to previous point, but with the distance and angle. In this same example, we will give relative polar coordinates for point D. So first we will enter -3 and 0, and then we will give this distance, which is 4 from C point, and angle is 90. Let's see in AutoCAD. First I will execute line command, and I will give value -3, comma 0, and we got this first point. Now this is relative polar coordinate method. We are supposed to give distance value and the angle value. So how we give that? We will type this sign here, this sign, then 4 value of y, and then angle sign, and angle value is 90, and we'll hit spacebar. You see, in this method we first located this point, this is C point, and then we have given polar coordinate values of D point. 4 is the distance and 90 is the angle from the x-axis. Next is fifth one, which is direct distance entry method. In this method, we are going to move our cursor in the correct direction, and we will give distance on the command line, and then we will hit enter. Over here, orthopolar tracking must be on. To make this line from C to D, we will give first the coordinates of C, -3 and 0, and then we will just point out our cursor direction and we will give value. That's how we are going to mark point at D. Let's see in AutoCAD. Over here, we are going to turn this ortho on, and then line command. First point is -3, 0, spacebar. I got this first point. We got ortho on. That's why it's sticking vertically or horizontally. So we'll keep our mouse in this direction, and I'm going to enter a value of 4, just 4, and I will hit spacebar. See, I got this line from C to D, this point to this point, the distance is 4. So this is how I got a line from C to D by direct distance entry method. The last one is surveyor coordinates. In surveyor coordinates, we give value of distance and north and east direction with this sign. So let's see that in the AutoCAD. I will execute line command, and let's say my first point is origin 0 and 0, hit spacebar. So I got first point from the origin. Now let me give the surveyor coordinates. How? First of all, I will make this sign here, and then let's say I will give value of 4 as a distance. Then with the angle symbol, I'm going to give the surveyor coordinates, which are N, which represents north, 29 degrees, D for degrees, 59 second, this mark presents second, and E for easting. As I hit spacebar, you see I got this point. So this is how you can enter the surveyor coordinates to make bearings. So these are the 6 methods which we use whenever we are going to draw anything by marking up or clicking a point on AutoCAD screen. Hopefully this was helpful and you learned a lot. You can practice this with the same example. Please don't forget to subscribe, share and like the video. See you next video. Until, take care of yourself.